Imagine this. You're in the middle of a tense, hard-fought baseball game. You're at Yankee Stadium, facing one of the game's most intimidating closers, and your team is down by a run. You get the perfect pitch, swing with everything you've got, and the ball flies over the right field wall. Home run! The crowd goes wild. It's the highlight moment every player dreams of. But then, moments later, you watch as that hit, that thrill of victory, is taken away from you because of a technicality. That's exactly what happened to George Brett on July 24th, 1983. It was a day that would turn a regular game into one of the most unforgettable moments in baseball history, remembered simply as the Pine Tar Incident. It's a hot summer afternoon, July 24th, 1983, and the Kansas City Royals are taking on the New York Yankees. This isn't just any game. It's a game filled with tension. The Yankees and Royals are longtime rivals, and both teams know that every win counts. George Brett, one of the Royals' most celebrated players, is standing in the dugout watching his team battle it out on the field. Known for his fiery competitive spirit, Brett has already established himself as one of the most feared hitters in the league. He's known for his clutch performances, his passion, and his unbreakable will to win. Today, he's facing off against the Yankees, a team he's always had a special drive to beat. As the game heads into the top of the ninth inning, the Royals are trailing the Yankees by 1 run. It's a close game, and the pressure is on. The Royals' hopes rest on George Brett's shoulders as he steps up to the plate. Across from him on the mound is Goose Gossage, a legendary closer with a fastball that's known to make batters break into a sweat. The showdown is set. Royals fans at home hold their breath. This moment could mean the difference between victory and defeat. Brett steps up to the plate, eyeing Gossage with intense focus. Gossage winds up and delivers a fastball, a pitch Brett knows all too well. Brett swings, and the crack of the bat echoes through the stadium. The ball soars through the air, a perfect arc over the right field wall. It's a 2-run homer. The Royals take the lead, and their dugout erupts in cheers. Brett rounds the bases, his face filled with the thrill of knowing he's just turned the game around. Royals fans are on their feet, celebrating this incredible hit. For a moment, it feels like the game is won. But not everyone is cheering. Yankees manager Billy Martin is standing by the dugout, watching Brett's bat with suspicion. Billy Martin was a legendary figure in baseball, known as much for his fiery personality as for his shrewd, sometimes controversial tactics. He'd been keeping an eye on Brett's bat, and he knew something that most people didn't: the rule about pine tar. Pine tar is a sticky substance players use to help grip the bat, especially in humid weather. There's a rule stating that pine tar can't extend more than 18 inches up the handle, as it could potentially affect the ball's trajectory if it comes in contact. This rule, though rarely enforced, was about to become the center of one of baseball's most heated controversies. Martin storms up to home plate and demands that the umpires inspect Brett's bat. The umpires huddle together, examining the bat with a ruler, carefully measuring the amount of pine tar extending up the handle. The crowd watches, confused and uneasy, as the game is paused. No one knows exactly what's going on, but it's clear something is wrong. After what feels like an eternity, home plate umpire Tom McClellan makes the call. He raises his hand and points at Brett, calling him out. Brett's home run is nullified. The Yankees have their win back, and Brett's game-changing hit is erased, all because of a few extra inches of pine tar. At first, Brett is stunned. He just stands there staring in disbelief. But then, something snaps. With an expression that can only be described as pure rage, Brett bursts out of the dugout, sprinting toward McClellan like a man possessed. His eyes are wide, his mouth open in a furious yell, and his arms are outstretched. His teammates try to hold him back, but Brett is unstoppable. He's ready to fight for his home run, for the game he feels was stolen from him. The scene is chaotic. Fans are on their feet, shouting, laughing, and cheering as Brett charges at the umpires. Even the Yankees players look on in shock as Brett, normally calm and focused, loses all restraint. This isn't just about a game, it's about pride, competition, and the feeling of having victory taken away over a technicality. Back in the Royals dugout, the team is fuming. They protest the call, arguing that the rule was never intended to disqualify a legitimate hit like Brett's home run. Royals management takes it all the way to American League President Lee MacPhail, hoping he'll see reason. After reviewing the case, MacPhail makes a groundbreaking decision. The home run will stand. The game would be resumed from the point after Brett's hit, effectively undoing the Yankees' win. It was a ruling that shocked the baseball world and raised questions about the authority of umpires, but it was a victory for Brett and the Royals. Almost a month later, on August 18th, the Royals and Yankees returned to Yankee Stadium to finish the game. But the Yankees weren't ready to let it go without one final twist. They moved players into bizarre fielding positions, including putting pitcher Ron Guidry in center field for the first time in his career as a kind of protest. But despite their antics, the Royals finished the game with a 5-4 victory, sealing one of the strangest chapters in baseball history. The Pine Tar incident became legendary, an unforgettable moment in baseball that transcended the sport. George Brett's reaction, that furious charge from the dugout, was replayed on televisions across America. Fans debated the call, the reversal, and whether Martin's call was fair or a case of gamesmanship taken too far. For Brett, it became part of his identity. Years later, he'd look back on the moment with a laugh, saying, "I was just so angry. All I could think was, they'd stolen something from me." His passion, his sheer refusal to back down, made him a hero to fans who believed baseball was more than just a set of rules. The Pine Tar game is a story that captures everything fans love about baseball. The intensity, the rivalries, the unexpected twists, and yes, the outbursts that remind us that the game is as much about heart as it is about skill. George Brett's iconic charge is still a favorite among fans, a reminder of a day when baseball's unspoken rules were put to the test and the spirit of the game came out victorious. This was the Pine Tar incident, a moment when the game, its rules, and the fiery spirit of its players collided. It's a story about fighting for every run, every hit, and every moment that makes baseball more than just a game. What do you think? Did George Brett's reaction make him a hero, or was this just another case of baseball madness? Let us know in the comments.